Welcome back to a little bit of D&D, everybody. Cult of the Dragon, a D&D Adventure. We left off last time where the governor had given you guys a mission to attempt to find and rescue his brother Leosin. As you ventured north for about half the day, give or take, you found a camp of friendly centaurs. They advised you that they were able to find the cultist camp, and in sort of return for their help and their guidance, they wanted you to check out a mystery where there was something odd happening at a nearby lake, where it is, of course, summertime or the end of summer, so it's quite warm out, and for whatever reason, the area of this lake or surrounding the lake is like very, very cold, which is unusual. So you guys decided to venture towards the lake. As you approach the lake, you hit a wall of fog, and as you entered in the fog, it immediately started getting cold, and so you surmised that the fog was simply caused by the contrast between the warm air and the cold air. And that's basically where we left off, is you made it through the fog, and so it's clear where you are, but it's just getting colder and colder and colder. And then again, you can look behind you, maybe 30 yards, and you can see like that wall of fog. So with that, what do you guys want to do? I would say you're, let's say about 100 yards still from the lake.
Are we able to hear anything?
You might hear some like birds chirping, but other than that, it's pretty quiet. You know, there's a little bit of a breeze, so, you know, you can hear like the breeze like going through the trees and stuff like that.
What do you want to do, gentlemen?
I think we got to do a little more investigating. So, guess we keep going. It's a bit chilly, though.
I don't know if it's just me, but it seems that with the breeze that we have, we shouldn't be having this type of fog.
Well, I would say it's definitely magical because it shouldn't be this cold here either.
Time to go on forward then, I guess. Anybody want to take the lead, or shall I?
So I'm going to move towards the water, slowly, cautiously, being on alert for anything that may be out of the normal. Well, not that we know what normal is here, but that doesn't seem like it should be in this type of area.
One thing you note that's a little bit interesting is some of you might have experience with actually being in cold weather conditions, and so you would know what the landscape is like, you know, in other parts of the country or area. And as you look around, it's like the grass is still like pretty green. The trees still have their leaves, so clearly this has not been going on too long. But yeah, as you venture forward, it actually continues to get like colder and colder and colder. The the closer you get to the actual water.
Is the ground actually colder?
Yeah, I'd say the ground is cold. But is
Okay.
it cold? Is it colder than like the air? Probably not.
Okay. Okay. So we, so the temperature we feel is colder, but like the ground for a night, it'd probably be about the same then.
Yeah.
I would like to cast Divine Sense.
Okay. And then what does that do exactly?
You can sense anything affected by the hollow spell or know the location of any celestial, fiend, undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that's a roll or I think it's just a use item.
Yeah, just a
'Cause I can
cast.
use it for.
Can you click the button on that to put it in chat?
What spell was that?
It's not really a spell, it's paladin, one of these paladin features.
There it is.
Okay. So you're not able to sense anything within 60 feet.
I can't sense anything evil around here.
Well, let's just keep moving forward. Be on your guard.
As you get a little bit closer, you're getting a much better view of the actual lake itself. And the lake is actually frozen solid.
Well, that seems out of season.
I immediately go back to town, buy an ice drill, and go ice fishing.
Nice.
How far away are we from the lake at this point?
I'm going to say from the edge of the lake, you're probably about 50 yards.
And I know this is just a map, but I'm just asking: are we like on a plateau, or is this can go down to the edge safely of the water, or?
Yeah, so the map is accurate. So, yeah, you're on a little bit of a plateau or a hill. As you would get to this edge point coming up, it's about a 5 to 7 foot drop down to like what would be the beach area.
We should probably approach the lake from a more advantageous position.
So at the moment, do you kind of stay where you are, or do you actually come up to the edge?
What do you guys think we should do? I don't know about you. I'm not going out on that ice. I'm just not going to do that.
That 6 foot drop would be like double your height, so you'd take extra fall damage.
Yeah, another short joke. Got it.
I will go ahead and move up closer to the edge.
Oh, careful, careful.
Yeah. So from here, you can see a few different things. Yeah, you can definitely get a better look at the drop and then down to what would be like a little sandy beach type area. You can see over here to the right, there's actually a couple of boats that are kind of docked. You can definitely tell that there's like a path that leads to that area, and this is an area where you would assume that the local fishermen would store their boats and then go out into the lake. You also see that out in the center of the lake, there's a couple of like small islands, and it looks like there might be a structure out there. It's a little hard to tell from this distance, but you're maybe seeing a little structure of some type.
I see some boats over there. We should head that way.
Anybody see a path or some way to get down there to them? Or...
Looks like there might be something over near the boats.
I think Gex is gonna try because he's taking in what Jalen said, even though and just about the drop, but he's kind of looking around to see if there might be another way they could get down or something like that. So.
Yeah, so if you're moving along that entire area, scoping it out, you maybe find a couple of areas where the drop is not as bad. Maybe it's only a 3-foot drop or a 5-foot drop instead of more like a 7 or a 10.
Add a character. That what I marked there, would that be a path down?
So I will say that like this point right here where I'm pinging red, that is a much shorter drop from what you can see.
Looks like there's a way down over here.
We down for all of us, or
Don't worry, we'll catch you.
I seen he drop his flail before. I'm just gonna say that.
Maybe I should just lend you my shield so you can sled down the hill.
Now you're talking. Now you're talking. That sounds like fun.
About how big of is the drop where I'm at?
Yeah, it's about a 3 or 4 foot drop.
I'm gonna go ahead and carefully make my way down onto the sandy beach.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
Knew you were gonna say that.
Okay. Yeah, you find some really nice footholds or maybe a couple of roots to grab onto, and you can easily make your way down the little slope. So Jalen and Gex, you see him do this.
See, it's not that hard.
All right, we'll follow him down.
All right, athletics check.
I trip over Gex as I get to the edge.
And you tumble over the edge.
Wait, Jonathan will catch you.
Does Jonathan attempt to catch him?
I feel like I had walked. I feel like I had walked away from the cliff at that point to give him room, so I'm not close enough to try to do that.
Okay. So you take a good thump and you take 1 point of damage.
Wow, that paladin lied.
Jalen, what were you doing? I wouldn't have expected the paladin to have fallen down.
I
I would have expected the archer to have fallen down there.
I tripped over Gex. He was trying to slide down there and got in the way.
Wow. Thrown down the hill without trying. So Gex is a little wary of this, seeing the nibble-footed archer fall down. So he's going to carefully try to scoot down the little slope there.
Okay.
Athletics.
Yeah, we'll do the same. Yep, and you get down just fine.
Ta-da!
Yeah, I told you there was nothing to worry about there, Gex.
Jalen pulling a little joke, making me think I was gonna fall down.
Yeah, I meant to do that.
Here's super quick, completely out of character for anybody who's watching this. 100% my fault. I forgot to update the overlay. So everybody is level 4. Anyway, continuing on.
Yeah.
So yeah, as you guys approach the little dock area there, you can see a couple of boats, and the boats are just completely frozen in the water.
Well, these don't seem like they'll be that useful. Are we able to determine how thick the ice is?
Yes. Question is how do you want to do that?
Hey, I got a crowbar. You could kind of use it, maybe get a hole, kind of see how far down till the water touches it. Don't lose it. Wait, maybe tie a little rope on the end of that. Never mind. Yeah, you think that'll work?
I do have some points in survival. Maybe I could rely on past experiences.
Okay.
What color is the ice? Is it like clear blue, or is it cloudy, like it's got air bubbles in it, or gray?
Yeah, if your character's ever seen frozen ice before, it looks like very common frozen, like, lake water. So with a survival...
Okay, so like outside right now.
Sorry, go ahead.
I just said like right outside right now.
Yeah. So with a survival check of 9, do you go up and like put your hand on the ice, or what are you attempting to do to figure that out?
So I go up to it and just with one foot test to see how much weight it can bear without hearing any cracking.
Okay. So yeah, you go around and you're like, kind of step on it a little bit, and you think it can hold you, but you're not 100% sure.
Best that I can tell, I think this can hold us.
Hmm.
Granted, it might be thinner out near the middle.
How far across the lake can we see? Can we see this island?
Yeah, you can see the island. I'm gonna say that's it's about 100 yards to the island.
So do we risk trying to walk over there to check it out?
I
'Cause
don't
I
want to walk.
bet you whatever happening's over there.
I don't want to walk directly to it. I want to kind of take a path from here. Oh, hold on.
I was wondering, do we have to try here? I mean, this is where they take the boats from. But, I mean, have we tried maybe going around? Maybe there's something else we can get to the island, or I don't know, like a bridge, or I don't know, maybe even closer. I don't know. Just a
Well,
thought.
that's why I wanted to stay kind of close to the edge until we can get, judge the shortest distance, because the ice is going to be thicker there than out in the free open space.
I go ahead and fully step out on the ice.
Yeah, and you hear it like crack like a tiny little bit, but you're fine.
No, hey, hold up. You guys, I should be fine.
Try not to bunch together.
As Gex is walking on the ice, he hears no cracking.
Yeah, we want to be about 10, 15 feet away from each other as we're walking across the ice.
Yeah, do we want to maybe tie each other to rope or something? Okay, you're taking right off. Okay. Never mind.
You scared of a short walk, Gex?
I'm not. It's not cracking with me at all. I just thought maybe I'd help you all out, but okay.
So yeah, you see that little island kind of in front of you, and it's basically just kind of like a rocky mound of dirt that's there. Nothing too crazy about it. But as you're getting a tad closer to the like bigger island in the center, you can definitely see there's a small structure, like a structure that it looks like it's big enough to walk into. Maybe like a very, very, very small little house or something.
Okay, I'm going to point that out to Jonathan and Gex.
We should probably investigate that.
So, Jonathan, as you're walking, all of a sudden you hear the ice start to crack underneath your feet. And give me a dex check. Or let's do a dex save. So yeah, like the ice starts to like really crack underneath your feet. And right as it's about to give, you kind of like dive out of the way, and it just opens up like a very small little like hole of right where you were standing.
Oh, it's close.
What'd you have for dinner last night?
French fried frog leg.
Must have been some big frogs.
Gex is gonna carefully walk around the hole.
Yeah, other than that one little incident, the ice seems plenty thick.
From here, I'm going to start kind of going more directly to the island.
You do notice, again, since Jalen is a little bit further north, there's a river that comes in from the north. And the entire part of the river is not frozen because it's moving at a much higher pace. But you can tell that the water is kind of going underneath where the frozen part is.
Oh, be careful around that. Might be a little thinner or something.
So, Jalen, as you're getting very, very close to the island, almost to the point of making landfall, so to speak, yeah, you see an island with a couple of dead trees. The building is all stone. It looks like it could be a crypt. And then you also see 2 blocks. Well, they're not exactly blocks, but 2 blocks of ice about the size of Gex.
On the island?
On the island.
Okay.
And, Jonathan sees the same thing as he gets closer.
All right. I'm going to work myself up the edge of the island using my dagger to create a handhold if need be.
So yeah, as you guys are on the island, it definitely looks like it's an old crypt. It's not very big. Again, it's just big enough to where it's sort of like an entrance way to where you have like the triangle roof with a couple pillars that come down, and then it looks like perhaps like a staircase that kind of goes down into it.
Crazy place to have a house.
Once I make landfall, I will use Divine Sense again.
You think anybody's home?
How wide would you say this island is?
I'm going to say it's about 50 yards by 30 yards.
Just want to double check. Did I have my mic pressed when I said I once I hit landfall, I'd cast Divine Sense?
Yes. You do not sense anything.
Okay. I don't sense anything evil on this island, but I would bet whatever is going on is originating from here.
All right. Well, I would like to, I guess, investigate the 2 ice blocks.
Okay. So tell me exactly what you're doing to the ice blocks.
Looking at them, looking into them if I can. Um,
Okay, so you're just looking at it. You're not gonna... Okay, that's all you're doing.
yeah, I mean, I'm not going to touch it for now. I'm just, examining the, the structure itself, seeing if I can see into it, if there's, if it formed around anything.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Give me a... Let me see here. Gotta check on this. Let's do an investigation check. Okay. So yeah, it just looks like a shard of ice to you.
What do you think of Jalen? Should we knock? See if anybody's home.
I mean, obviously they don't belong here, so there's got to be something with these, but I'm not sure.
I mean, I could try breaking them, see what happens.
When the people live here get mad, they break their stuff off the porch.
Yeah, before we start breaking stuff, let's explore a little bit more, understand what is going on around us. How far are the ice blocks away from the structure?
I'm gonna say that. So you can see where the structure is on the map. It's like a little square. So I'm gonna say that like one ice block is kind of about right there, and then the one kind of on the opposite side, kind of like there-ish.
So are they equidistant from the structure?
I'll say yes.
Okay. I want to go up to the structure and not like super investigate it, but get an idea of the material it's made of, the thickness of the walls, kind of, just the basic structure itself.
Yep. So yeah, definitely a stone structure. Sort of on the like upper triangle archway, it looks like there was some writing there at one time, but it's been so worn away you can't see what it says. You can look down into it, and it's definitely a staircase that goes down, but it is dimly lit. You can't really see down there.
All right. At the entrance, I want to cast Detect Evil and Good.
Okay. So you detect, you cast that, and you are detecting elementals.
All right. So I detect some elementals below us in this crypt-like structure.
Is that like a house?
I think this is most likely a grave.
Well, wait. You tell me these people built a house out of this nice stone and everything like that to put dead bodies in?
Yeah. Where else would we put our dead bodies?
Yeah, a lot of cultures burn the bodies or just bury them in the ground. Why would you build them a house? Looks like a nice house. I'd live in there, but not now. That's crazy. That's creepy.
So, one other quick thing as I read the rest of that spell. So it says, as part of that spell, that you know where they are. The ice shards, those are elementals.
Okay. So the ice shards appear as elementals from what my goddess is telling me.
Do we leave him alone or take him out?
Yes, they're beings of the elemental nature. I, Gex, did not want to smash yous like a certain paladin mentioned. We come in peace, even though he said smash you. We're just looking around, trying to investigate why there's ice everywhere.
I mean, they're magical beings. They're definitely not natural.
They exist. That's nature. What's wrong with you? Come on, man. It's kind of presumptuous. In Gex, meaning you no harm.
Well, not all elementals are bad. So, do I detect just those two, or do I detect any from inside the crypt as well?
Just the two.
Just the two.
Do they do anything when Gex tried to talk to him?
No. No change.
So, what are they going to do, Jalen?
I don't know. She just told me they're elementals.
Can you ask him for more information? Maybe.
You're the wizard of our group.
Wizard? I'm not. Wizard, schmizzard. I'm more of a warlock, so
It's all magic.
It sounds dark and magical. We got. Speaking of that, we gotta talk sometime. Don't let me forget that. I gotta talk to you about something. Anyway, back to this. Hey, yes, I know a spell or two, but I don't know what the elemental things are. So, do we try to go in there, or maybe they're like gods. Maybe that, yeah.
How do y'all want to proceed? I've given you all the information that I know of at this time.
Well, they don't seem to be hostile at the moment, so we might as well just go down and investigate the crypt.
But I could maybe check something. Yeah, need about 10 minutes. Maybe spare that. Maybe I could do a little magic. Maybe find out a little bit more. Send us some stuff. or something. Maybe I see the purpose or whatever.
Jonathan just raises his eyebrow at Gex.
I mean, it just takes a little bit of time. I mean, that's that okay?
So before I'll have you guys do anything else, I'll have all of you give me a survival check.
Yeah. Uh-oh. I knew the paladin saying smash was bad.
Okay. So it is well below freezing. You guys are doing okay, but it's cold. So continue.
Hey, it's getting a little chilly. Maybe we don't have time for my little ritual idea, so how do you want to go?
Let's proceed inside for now.
Yeah, we're going inside just to look around. Nothing nefarious about that.
Yeah, Gex, don't pick up anything.
But me, the paladin said smash them. I did good.
Tell me you don't like smashing icicles.
No, not particularly. I don't really care for ice much at all. So.
Wait, so you're telling these fine elementals that you don't like them?
No, I don't like ice, like walking around in it. I don't have shoes, okay?
So just to confirm, do you attempt to enter the tomb?
That character, I don't like how you said that.
Right? Change from crypt to tomb.
Oh, crypt, yeah.
No, I just don't like how he said attempt.
Well, I haven't detected anything from inside. I don't detect magic itself, but yeah, I'm going to attempt to go inside, work on getting out of the cold. Obviously, underground or in the structure will be warmer than outside.
So as soon as you cross the threshold, you hear a scream from behind you.
I knew we should have smashed those icicles.
And the icicles aren't icicles anymore. So now what you see behind you are two of these. Actually, that shows way more information than what you guys should be seeing right now.
It's okay, we're adults.
Yep.
But yeah, they're ice mephits.
Ice. What was the name?
Mephits. So they have an ability called this false appearance. So I'm going to say, since Agent Iron Spider sent your back a little ways, it goes from like ice block mode to its flying mode, and it immediately tries to claw you. And a 14 is a miss, I think. Yeah?
It is.
Okay. So with that, I'll pop up the turn order. Hold on one second. I got to reset it. And then click on your token, and let's roll. I'm going to zoom in the map here real close. Also, you guys can't quite see them yet. I need to pop out their icons here.
Where is initiative on this?
Top of the page.
Yeah, right next to your armor class.
There it is.
was on 16 and flipped over to 3.
Oh, come on.
How dare you disturb their tomb?
Technically didn't disturb it.
So, the one closest to Jonathan attempts to claw him again and misses. The other one moves towards Jalen because he doesn't like you entering its crypt/tomb and claws at you. 16, that's a hit, I think.
Correct.
For 2 + 4. And now you're feeling really cold with the cold damage. And then we're at Jonathan.
I go ahead and use my flail on the dark blue one.
And that's going to be a miss. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, 1 second here. Or JT might know the answer to this. Do elementals not have an AC?
They should. I mean, any creature should have an AC. If it doesn't, yeah, anything should have an AC. I mean, it'd have.
Out of character, the ice method is armor class 11.
Okay. I was just looking that up. Because, yeah, I literally pulled this sheet right from this program, and it didn't have it for some reason. Okay,
Yep.
so yeah, so that's a miss.
I'm going to use a bonus action of Ring of the Ram.
All right, you're going to try and punch the thing in the face. So I think when you click on that, there should be.
I'm trying to.
I was gonna say there should be a.
Trying to read it.
Yeah, there should be a pop-up that happens on the right side with things you can click on.
Actually, I thought it said it was a bonus action, but now it's just saying action.
No, I'm pretty sure it's a bonus action. I'm going to your sheet here real quick, just so I can... Because it's in inventory, Ring of the Ram. Yeah, I'm just going to say it's a bonus action. Despite what it may or may not say. So yeah, it only has 3 charges. So you're going to expend one of the charges. And then do you see the clickies for... Okay, yeah, there we go.
And then it's... 11 damage.
That's a crit.
And it's pushed away by 5 feet.
Okay.
And that ends my turn.
Okay.
Right. I am going to make an attack with my scimitar of speed on the method that's next to me.
Okay. So with that new weapon, you get 2 attacks now, is it?
I have the ability to use a bonus action to make another attack, yes. And I will do that now since my first one obviously went over his head.
There you go.
Nice.
That'll be 4 slashing damage.
Okay.
And that will end my turn.
I know this is kind of zoomed in for this map. How much space do we have up here?
I'm going to say you've got 30 feet in any direction.
Okay. And then how is he right next to Gex right here?
I'm going to say no.
Okay. So kind of seeing that since he's not right engaged, Gex is going to move back about 10 feet just to get a better line of sight on both of them. And the one there, it looks like Jonathan's got the one pushed away. So Gex is going to attack the one in front of Jalen.
See, now you guys are rolling good now.
2. And
You were saying.
he's going to actually attempt to, as a bonus action, kind of look for anything. And I'm not sure if he does or not, but he's going to try to take the hide action.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Of course. Out of character, how close are each of the creatures to Jonathan? Like, I know the one in front of me is 5 feet away, but how about the other one?
I'm going to say the other one is 10 feet.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and the dark blue one is going to go ahead and burn this fighting style.
That's specifically the protection part.
So the dark blue one fires his ice breath. So 15-foot cone. I'm gonna say it'll miss Gex, but it'll hit you other two. So DC 10 Dex saving throw. Can you dodge it?
So since I was in the doorway, would that still hit me from where he's at?
All right. Yeah, I'll say no. So it's just Jonathan.
Okay.
And you dodge it. But the other one is going to do the same thing from the other angle, and that will hit both of you.
Okay.
Well, potentially. So same thing, Dex save. Actually, it will hit you because it's going to be half if you miss.
So I do not believe I dodged the first one because I only had 4.
So on the first one, I will say you only take 1 cold damage. And then the second one, Jonathan takes 3 and you take 6. Or no, sorry. Yeah. Jalen takes 6. Jonathan takes half.
Okay.
And now you guys are really feeling cold.
I blame you, Gex, for this.
What I didn't want to go into somebody's house anyway.
I step forward to the dark blue one and attack it with my flail.
Okay. Yep, that's going to be a hit for 7. You can tell that one is looking a little rough.
I end my turn.
Okay, I will attack the one next to me with my scimitar again.
First strike dodge.
And I will do it one more time.
Second strike hit. The big 6.
For 6.
And you'll notice that one is also looking kind of rough.
And that'll end my turn.
Gex is gonna again fire at the one in near Jalen.
Thirteen's a hit.
13. 7.
Yeah, Jalen, since he's up close on that one, he can see that it's looking pretty rough. It's having difficulty hovering.
That's Gex's turn.
So the dark blue one on Jonathan takes another icy claw slash at you and misses. And then the one on Jalen does the same and hits. I think Jalen's getting beat up a little bit.
Yep. It's this leather armor, it's getting a little hard and crispy in the cold.
As Jonathan stares down the icy guy in front of him.
I am going to attack the guy in front of me with Sacred Flame.
Ooh, okay. Dex save DC 10. And he succeeds.
That ends my turn.
Yeah, it's like you see the flash of the sacred flame kind of go near him and it just kind of disappears and you're like, that's weird.
All right, this turn I'm going to do something a little bit different. I am going to cast Healing Word on myself as a bonus action.
I forget that you fixed that to get the extra 2 points or 3 points, right?
D&D Beyond has it already fixed.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
And then I will attack it with my scimitar for my normal action.
Okay. Big hit. So as you slice through it that time, it does something kind of weird. It kind of like seizes up, but it's still kind of like floating. And you see it starts to like pulse weird colors, and then all of a sudden it explodes. So you have to roll a dex saving throw.
Oh,
All right, so I'll roll the 1d8.
looks like it already did roll that in its description.
No, it just says it's gonna. Oh, yeah, it gives you like a half stat for people that don't want to use dice.
Oh,
So I take 1 damage.
Yep.
Yeah, when you're
you
looking
take
through
half
the
damage, so wouldn't that be 0.5?
Yeah, I got to round up.
when you're looking through any of the manuals for D&D, all of the stat blocks for NPCs will have something like hit points, approximately 21 or 66. It's just to give you a quick reference, and then if you want to roll it out, you can do that. Most people just use the max.
Yeah.
All right, so it exploded, and I took 1 damage, and that will end my turn.
Um. Jonathan.
Yeah, I
don't-
saw it.
Okay, I'm just gonna say, don't. Maybe you want to get ready to move. I'm gonna hold off doing anything, but I've got my Eldritch Blast ready to go. If you happen to miss, I'm gonna let loose the Eldritch Blast on it. Gex is gonna hold it, Eldritch Blast, ready to go if Jonathan does miss.
Okay. So the icy boy takes another slash at you and misses.
Yeah. I am going to cast. I'm going to use my flail and use thunderous strike with it. Sorry, thunderous smite.
Okay. All right, big hit.
And
Okay.
then
So you
the
don't need, you can save the thunderous smite because when you hit it with the flail, it does the same thing where it seizes up, it glows, and it blows up.
Well, I think he was meaning the thunderous because it pushes it away.
Yep.
Well, in this case, since it's dead before the smite would even hit it.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah.
yep.
Here's what I'll do. Roll me just a straight D20. So what we're rolling for here is whether or not the thunder smite knocks the explosion away. So if you roll an 11 or higher, it does. It does not.
Okay.
So now you roll the dex save.
Okay.
Oh, ouch.
Okay.
What's
So-
the damage?
So yeah, it blows up in your face and you just take 2 ice shard damage.
Okay.
It's the craziest security alarm I ever seen in my life.
I told you we should smash them.
Hey, you're not wrong. You're not wrong this time.
So as you defeat the second one, you can like look up and the skies start to very slowly clear. And it already feels warmer.
Wait. Gex looks back to the water. Or the ice.
It's still frozen.
Wonder how long that ice is going to last if it's getting warmer.
Yeah. I say we get out of here now. We can always bring the boats back if we want to come back.
Oh, yeah, it's true. They got some boats.
Sounds like a plan.
So as you guys are making your way across the ice, it's becoming more clear and warmer. So, Jalen, you have a similar situation that happens where as you're walking, all of a sudden the ice starts to severely crack, and so you make a dex save throw.
I do not save, sir.
And the water opens up underneath you, and you partially fall in. You fall in up to basically your shoulders, and you're doing the thing where like you have your arms up above the ice and your head is sticking out, but the rest of you is submerged.
Okay.
Gex casts Misty Step and goes right to Jalen.
Okay.
And starts trying to pull him up. Whoa, 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 no time to take a bath now. Come on, let's go. Get out of the water.
And
Go ahead.
I start making my way over, but being careful since
whoa.
the ice is slippery.
Yeah, you got all that armor. Oh, careful. Careful.
So I'll have to start. I'll have Gex give me a strength check.
Gosh. Okay. As he's doing that, he ponders upon his luck stone that he just received.
Out of character, could I provide help to him as I'm scrambling up out of the water?
Yes.
All right.
A strength check, right? Okay.
This is
I do have help. Do have help, right? Okay. There we go. There we go. Oh.
Yep. So you, the two of you kind of working together, you mostly have him out of the water by the time Jonathan gets there, and Jonathan basically does the assist to fully pull you out.
Oh.
Watch where you're stepping.
This ice is melting quick. We got to move.
Yeah, we gotta go fast.
Yeah, and you can hear the lake really start to like creak and crack.
At a character, our GM's definitely trying to kill us.
And
I
then
don't
the
know. I've seen
tentacles
our
pop
rolls.
out
I
of the
think we're
water and
killing
grab
ourselves.
all of you.
Wait, what?
What?
Wait, why are the mysteries? No. Yeah, after that, and hearing all the creaks, the Gex would be just a full-blown sprint, like, not waiting around.
Yeah, so you guys make it back to the shore. Jalen's a little wet and a little cold.
Yeah, I'd say Gex is probably a little wet, too. Maybe you ought to take a moment and get a little fire going.
Yeah, I got to get you guys dried off while we wait for this ice to melt. Jonathan will go up the beach looking for any driftwood or something to make a fire with.
Yep. Yeah, the area is definitely covered with it.
While he's doing that, Gex is gonna pull out his hooded lantern and gonna light it, give a little bit of warmth till they get the fire going.
Just for kicks, I'll have Jalen give me a Constitution saving throw.
Gesundheit.
Okay. So yeah, you're cold, but you're okay.
I come back with a bunch of driftwood and start building the fire.
At this point, it's probably pushing 40, 45 degrees.
All right, there's a fire. You two get warmed up and dried off.
That's much better. Nice warm fire there.
Yeah, as you guys are sitting there around the campfire, just watching the weather get nicer and the lake is very slowly starting to melt. Like it's gonna take a bit for this lake to liquefy. It's a lot of water. Other than staying warm, are you doing anything else?
Need to start talking about if we're going to try and go back over there or what we want to do.
Well, I mean, the whole thing was to investigate the ice, right?
Well, obviously the ice is gone, but there's still a building there.
And where did the elementals come from in the first place? And why were they trying to protect the building?
Maybe somebody just didn't want their family's remains bothered or something. I mean, you guys said it was a crypt. Maybe that's it. I don't know.
Are you scared?
No. I mean, it's just kind of creeping me out that people build kind of a place to keep bodies in like that. It's kind of weird, but I'm not scared or nothing.
All right, so what do you guys want to do?
I think as soon as the ice is melted enough, we should go back and investigate it, because it seems suspicious to me how the elementals reacted when Jalen tried to head down the steps.
Yeah. It's. I mean, could those two things cause the whole lake though to be frozen? I don't know. I guess it's worth investigating.
So it takes a good solid about 2 hours for the lake to fully go back to the way it was.
Are before the lake is like fully thawed, are the boats free sooner?
A little bit.
I mean, we could start pulling the boat.
It's definitely one of those deals where the water nearest the land like liquefied first, and then the deeper you went, it took longer.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you waited the full 2 hours, the entire area is back to normal. It's a nice sunny day. It's like 80 some degrees.
Whoa. Yeah, I think Gax would be all up for going back if you guys, your characters are up to.
All right, let's go back.
So we get in the boat and we start heading back.
We find the oars.
And there's plenty of driftwood around that we can use as oars.
And the boats look like they're in good condition. So you guys jump in the boat and paddle back out to the island.
Yep.
Yep.
Dock the boat. Come on out here.
Are the bodies of the elementals still here?
No, they're gone.
All right, into the unknown.
All right, this is where you get to lead the way.
And I go up to the stairs and just start heading down.
Okay.
Oh, can you guys see okay? Anything?
I can see. Our human friend cannot.
Yeah, it looked pretty dark. I didn't go looking in much, but I've got a lantern if you want that.
I do have this.
Nope, that'll work.
Torch or the lantern?
So you bring out a torch, is what you're saying?
I'm actually not going to. I'm going to suggest that Gex goes in the middle with the lantern.
Oh, okay. I mean, I can see without it, but okay, sure. I can hold it. I mean, if you're scared.
It's called good party formation.
He pulls out his hood.
What are you scared of being up here with the big boys?
Nope. I could turn the lantern off and be perfectly fine. So he's gonna have the hooded lantern out, and he's gonna have it on, but he's gonna kind of close the front of it, so there's enough light for everybody to see, but not to where it's like a beacon.
So you hit you.
Uh,
Go ahead.
I just Jonathan going first then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you head down in, and it's pretty small. It's maybe 15, 20 feet deep, and not that wide. As you're going down, you kind of see there's like, as you're going, there's like slots in the walls where there's like caskets. And then at the very, very end, you see that there is a casket that is laid out. But in front of the casket, there is a skeleton in a chair. And the skeleton has two things. It appears to be holding a wand and a book.
The body's all skeleton supposed to be inside like these other ones.
Yes, they are. Gex, do you oppose me to smashing this before it attacks us?
Hey, you got the flail, but I don't know. I don't appear that one's moving at all.
I go up to the skeleton and grab the book.
Okay. It's a very small book, more like a journal.
Is there anything unique about the journal?
Are you just looking at the cover, or do you open it up, or what do you do?
First, I'm looking at the cover to see if there's anything that stands out about the cover.
Yeah, it's kind of like a cheaply, like, leather-made cover. Like a dark brown.
Okay, I go ahead and open it up.
Okay. So you open it up and you start going through the pages. You can immediately tell it's very old. Most of what you see, it's so old, it's practically destroyed. You can't read most of it. But you find a page where you can make out a single phrase. And the phrase is, it helps discover what things are.
Well, that's not cryptic or anything. What do you guys make of this journal?
What do you got there?
I take over the journal and show it to Gex and Jalen.
Okay, just gonna kind of hold up the lantern so I kind of get a little bit more light on it. Does it say anything on the outside?
It does not.
I go ahead and flip to the legible phrase and show it to Jalen and Gex.
So it helps identify things?
Is it? Is it? Is it? So it's not really well-made journal. Out of character, would I don't know. I'm trying to think if Gex would know what a spell book is or not.
If you wanted to RP that, we could roll either like an Arcana or history check, maybe.
Yeah, maybe give it a shot with Arcana. Just see if you might happen enough.
That one.
So I would say that you do know of spells or items that can do exactly what that phrase says, but you're not sure whether or not that's a spell book or if it's something else.
Not sure exactly if it's the book or if it's actually the book itself that might do it, but maybe I don't know. I could maybe again kind of way I looked at the sword Jalen's using, kind of maybe I could look at it later or something, maybe to figure out if there's something about it special about it or something. I don't know.
Okay. I go ahead and hand the book to Gex, and then I walk back to the skeleton to check out the wand.
Okay. So it looks like a wand.
I go ahead and grab it. Pick up the wand. Can you describe what the wand looks like?
This one has a like spiral engraving pattern that goes from basically top to bottom. But other than that, that's pretty much it.
Okay. I go ahead and bring this over to Gex. While you're checking out that book, you might as well also investigate this wand, see if it's anything special.
Kind of again hold it up in the light so that if Jalen wants to look at it too. What sort of writing is it?
The writing is just basic common.
Okay. Does it say anything?
Do you mean like on the wand or the book?
Yeah, on the wand. On the wand.
No, there's no wording on the wand.
Oh, okay. Just symbols and kind of just engraving stuff
Yeah, just like the spiral type.
pattern.
Yeah.
I look around the room. Is there anything else that seems out of the ordinary?
No, looks like a standard crypt. Now you see some like spider webs, and looks like nobody's been down there in quite some time. Also, you would guess that that skeleton's probably been there for a while.
Well, I suspect that there's nothing else to find down here, so I suppose we can start heading back.
Are you guys going to head back up the stairs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so. There's not a name by where this is at or anything like that. You know, in case somebody asks for it, or maybe I don't know.
Was that a
All
question
right.
for?
So is there? Go ahead.
I was saying, was that a question for me, or were you just saying?
He was kind of in character because he figured Jonathan was still closer, since it was pretty narrow, still closer to the skeletons.
Well, I mean, there's nothing to suggest that this skeleton was one of this room's original occupants. But out of character, are there any name placards around?
There are, but they're either unreadable or would take time to decipher.
Well, there's nothing that I can make out.
Okay. So you guys are both heading up the stairs?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So as they're heading up the stairs, I'm going to turn, put my hand on my holy symbol, and say a short prayer. Great Mother, we return these souls to your fields. May their spirits rest in fertile earth. And then I will turn and go back up the stairs.
There was some good words there, Jalen.
I go ahead. I've gone to the boat and I'm getting ready to head back to the main shore.
You don't think what we did was like stealing exactly, do you?
You're a grave robber now.
Hey, whoa. The paladin gave it to me. He handed it to me. I'm not, man. Are you messing with me? Are you messing with me right now?
Get your short butt in the boat.
Hey, the saying is the ghosts or whatever. The paladin gave it to me, okay? It was a gift. Go mess with him at night, okay? Hey, whoa. I'm going to seriously zap you one of these days. I kid you not. I'm going to.
All right. So we all come out, and as we get to the boat, I glance one more time back at the crypt, offer a silent prayer this time, and then climb in the boat and leave with everybody else.
So at this point, would it be your intention to head back to the Centaurs, or did you have other plans?
No, I think we have accomplished what we needed to do here. We have fulfilled, I believe, we have fulfilled our promise to the Centaurs, so we should head back to them and report in.
Yeah.
I believe that too, because as far as we can tell, the issue is dealt with.
Yes, the great and powerful Gex has removed all the ice. Eh.
Gex, you wouldn't even fire at the ice elemental.
I did after they attacked us.
You let him take another swipe at me.
I told you that I was waiting. I could have blow it up. Let it blow up in your face. Maybe I'll do that next time.
So you guys make your way back to the Centaur camp. It's a much more pleasant journey this time, since it's not so cold. We'll go ahead and switch maps here. And we'll rejoin on this map where you guys are re-entering the Centaur camp.
All right, so we'll seek out the Centaur leader and tell him about the ice mephits and the crypt.
Ah, the three of you have returned. What have you found?
We found the lake frozen over. We crossed the lake to an island and found 2 ice cubes. I wanted to smash them, but Gex didn't want to. He was scared of them.
Wait, an ice cube? What is this? I am not familiar.
2 cubes of ice.
A giant block of ice? Very interesting.
That's what I said. And I mean, who wouldn't want to smash a block of ice?
So it was this block of ice that was causing this cold issue?
Well, he's not telling you that those blocks of ice turned into ice creatures, and that when we defeated them, they exploded, and then the weather started to change back to normal.
Yeah, but if Gex had let me smash them.
So
Are you sure you're a paladin?
That's what I said. That's what I said.
Come on, they're blocks of ice. Why wouldn't you want to smash them? Besides, then we might not have had them blow up in our face.
So you defeated these blocks of ice and returned the lake back to normal, yes?
Yes.
Yep.
As far as I can tell, everything is back as it should be.
And so he kind of looks over his shoulder a little bit, and he's got like a spear in his hand. He kind of raises up the spear, and he says, "Tribe, the strangers have cleansed the lake." And they're like, "Hooah, hooah." Thank you, my friends. As part of our bargain, we would be happy to show you where this dragon camp is.
We very
How
much
long-
appreciate it.
How long would you say that trip to the lake and back would have taken?
Like 45 minutes. So it's probably, figure 3 p.m. You see the chief kind of whisper something to one of his tribesmen, and the tribesman runs off to one of the tents and brings something back to the chief. And so he says, in addition, as a token of our gratitude, we do have one other gift we would like to present to your group. I'm not sure which of you it will be most useful, but here are these. And so he presents these to you guys. So, the short version of the story is
They're jailing.
But yeah, the bearer of these wraps may also call upon the magic to reroll any attack made with a bow.
Would I be able to wear them with the gloves I already have?
I'll say yes.
Okay.
I was gonna say I think they're like wrist bracers.
Yeah, I just want to make sure, 'cause I mean the other gloves kind of meld into your hand, and
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, might also keep him a little warm when he falls into ice water.
That's probably true.
So, would you like to go to the dragon camp yet today, or would you like to wait?
What do you think?
I
of
think
Caleb?
I think going tonight might be good, because then we might be able to attack at night when their guard is down.
A wise decision.
You guys both feeling up what? I know you guys both took out an exploding ice creature to the face. So
I've had worse.
Yes, if you would like, feel free to spend the afternoon with us. We have killed some buffalo. We are about to have a feast.
Sounds wonderful. Can you post those bracers one more time for me, please?
They're actually going to be under your handouts. Or, I'm sorry, under your journal. Under handouts. Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
down at the bottom.
Our-
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're there.
yeah, they're there.
yep, they're there.
Off the top of my head, I forget if that's a custom item or if that's actually in the
I think it
programs.
came with the campaign, so it should probably be in D&D Bing.
But you guys decide to settle in for the next few hours as you wait for the night to fall, enjoying the company of the centaurs and eating some buffalo and some other stuff that they have as you get ready to head out. And we will actually end the session right there for tonight.
Kind of out of character. would we count that as a short rest if people want to use their roll hit dice or anything like that?
Yeah, it'd be a short rest. Because a long rest is 8 hours, right?
Or warlocks getting spell slots back?
So yeah, here real quick, for those who are watching on YouTube, we're going to wrap it up right there. So the adventure continues in the next one. We'll go check out the camp. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you then.